John Kaufman. I'm the new general manager of the district, and today we dedicate this building to Dr. John Hendrick, who for more than 33 years helped plan and manage the water and sanitation district that serves over 95,000 people today. For the community of Highlands Ranch, which many of you understand or know occupies about 22,000 acres. We at the district thank you for being here and celebrating this special event on behalf of John, and recognize his wife Christy, who's here also with Christy. Oh, there you are, right there. Okay. Now it's my pleasure to introduce.
She's right by me.
It's my pleasure to introduce the chairwoman of the board of directors of Centennial Water and Sanitation District, who will have some remarks of her own. Terry Krzyzewski.
Thank you, John. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us on behalf of the board, many of whom is here. I think almost all of us are here. But we're very happy this day is here, John, and we're pleased to honor you in naming this district office building after you. Many of you know John's accomplishments, but I'm going to list a few. Only just So John's specialties include water project management, water project development, water rights and portfolio evaluations, demand projections, operational studies, and water quality. And John served as a consultant to several water suppliers and joined us here as our general manager in 2000. So John and I have been together for quite a ride, and I'm very happy that we're able to have him here today and to honor him in this regard. So, John's had several director positions. He was a past president of the South Metro Water Supply Authority, and he played a major role in guiding that cooperative regional water supply investigation. So he was also president of the Metro Denver Water Authority, president of the Littleton Rotary Club. Are you still doing that?
I am involved,
okay.
Even more so than that's my friends from Rotary.
Douglas County Water Resource Authority and co-chair of the Metro Basin Roundtable. So we're going to move up a little bit so I can read to you what's on the plaque, and I'm going to ask John to join me up here.
Okay, boss.
Christy, go on up.
And they gave me a step. Okay, John. The John D. Hendrick Building, dedicated in honor of John Hendrick's 3 decades of exceptional service to the Highlands Ranch community. His vision and leadership in the development and stewardship of the community's water resources, and his service as general manager of Centennial Water and Sanitation District will benefit Highlands Ranch for generations to come. This is dedicated to you by all of us on the board, January 2016. Thank you, John. This is possible. We're going to ask John to say a few words.
Terry, I really thought I might have that opportunity. And it's, what was it the last time you cut it down, Christy? 7 or 8 pages? I forgot. But I will try to be brief. It's just wonderful to have the sun come out. 43 degrees, the snow is melting, and this is outside. I mean, fantastic. I do appreciate it. And I do have quite a few remarks. Terry hit some of the high points, but I really, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you, board members, Terry and everybody, and the folks of Centennial Metro as well, for getting us where we are. You know, this started in 1978, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit, because as I thought about this event and after I retired, I'm thinking there is so much to Highlands Ranch. There's so much this community has, and there's so much that they have in the quality of water and wastewater that the Centennial folks provided. It needs to be said, and I'm sorry the press isn't here and the tape recorders aren't rolling, but I will give Sherry a copy of this, and maybe if you want to put it somewhere, you can get all 8 pages. But I do want to say that, in 1978, we came out here with the mission crew. I was out in California, started with Jack Robb in 78 in Mission, California out there. And sure enough, Phil Riley and Jim were looking at Highlands Ranch, and they needed to know Could they serve this property? Could they put hard money down to invest in Highlands Ranch? 22,000 acres of nothing. There was nothing out here, water, sewer, let alone transportation, power, electricity, gas, and all that stuff was not there. So they took the team out. I came out with Gary Eicherman, hired me from Tetra Tech in Pasadena. Came out here with Phil Riley, president of Mission Viejo, Jack G. Robb himself, owner of the Robb Company. Jack Hoppy came out, Steve O was out here. We had quite a crew of folks that just turned this place upside down, turned the world upside down looking at stuff. And so, geez, there's no water here. What are you gonna do? Well, we found out, we got a good crack team of water attorneys, some of which are still here today, Ronnie and Tim Buchanan. But we looked at the options we had. We had non-trib groundwater, but at that time, everybody in Douglas County was sitting on the aquifer, depending on sucking the aquifer dry. Big howlings, will it run dry, all that kind of stuff. I gotta tell you, the Mission Viejo folks and the board said, we can do better than that. We can do better for this community than be dependent on deep aquifer wells. And so fortunately, good old Inglewood across the street had extra water in McClellan Reservoir, wanted to have some money coming in. Hey, let's do a deal. And so we worked with a couple of the Mission Viejo people, went over there, struck a deal with Inglewood where we got 3/4 of McClellan Reservoir, 2/3, access off the plant, and a way to bring water, surface water, several thousand acre feet up to Highlands Ranch. Plum Creek, you ever hear Plum Creek over there? Senior water right on Plum Creek. 2 big water resources on the surface to complement 17,000 acre feet a year we had available to take out of the aquifers. Put together that plan, county loved it. First community in Douglas County to have a surface water supply. And we're the best so far, as these other districts have tried to get surface water to supply those communities. I gotta tell you, Mission Viejo and Shea really have consistently shown integrity, they've shown responsibility, they've shown how important it is to have a great bunch of services for this community. And I'm not eliminating the Metro District by any means either. I partnered with Terry, we lived together for 10 or 15 years. We were both excited about getting new offices, and Dave Vasquez was here. I got this little side story. The plans showed downstairs there was a little washroom for the janitors, and what the hell is that all about? Well, I come down there and look at it when it's done. Rick's smiling because here's a shower head. It's really a shower stall. It's not a janitor's washroom. And so I ran along with Rick. Remember Art Hinman and some of our other folks would come down. We have some great runs around here, out there in nowhere. One of the first things I had to do, and I'm not going to apologize for being long-winded because you only get one shot at this. So, you gotta go inside and have a drink. But it was so fun. Bob Tefelisk and I, when we were filing for our well water rights, we went out on this vast talk about open space, 22,000 acres, nothing there, dirt roads. We were lucky to find a section corner to know where the heck we were. But we had to pound stakes and over 50 well sites out there. Man, we were lost half the time, running in by cattle the other half, bobbing and weaving amongst the sagebrush and the little scrub oaks that grow out there. We didn't know where the hell we were. But we got it done. It all went through water court just fine. So we got the groundwater. We drilled some wells. We proved that up. And we combined that into conjunctive use, which we have today. And then thanks to Paul and some of the innovations, we got aquifer storage and recovery. We can bring in the surface water. We got the deep reserve for the droughts. This place has got the best water supply system, other than maybe a Denver Water, who's been around forever and bajillions of bucks, than you will see on the Front Range. So I am so proud of what this team put together. We had Paul, such a sharp guy. Man, Randy Myers did a great job running our systems for us. You look. I was just up my contractors. Oh yeah, we got a pipe break. The guys turn the valves on. They run the system. They keep it clean. Al Baker here in the lab run that thing for years and years. We haven't had permit violations. We haven't had misfilings. That guy keeps tons and tons of data and keeps it right. It keeps this place on top notch. So, I got to tell you, I am so proud of so many things that have been done here on Highlands Ranch. Not me, but with the team, the leadership from even Jim Teffer. And sorry Jim's not here, but I was worried about the joke. So I really Jim was a good leader. He and Craig, grabbed that bull by the horns, and they told us what they needed when they needed it and deliver it, or you will get a yellow peril, which was a terse memo on a yellow sheet of paper, so you know it was there. But I'm really fortunate Terry didn't pick that up in her management toolkit, and so we kind of got away from that. But we really had a great team. The Rob people came in. We designed the first phase of the water plant, 3 MGD water and wastewater. You look at how long developments take these days. We started 1978, I came out here, 79, we got some stuff done, 80. Jeff, I don't know when we started constructing stuff. It couldn't have been before 79 because we didn't even have the zoning. But we're constructing things, first phase of this, laying the pipes. Jeff's watching the roads and lights and the pipes and the drainage and all that kind of good stuff. 81, Gary Danny, when were you here? 1981. 2-3 years, this place is rocking. And it's rocked ever since. It's just, I live here now, I couldn't do it at first and things weren't right. And, I got 6 grandkids now and most of them came out of Littleton. But at any rate, my family, not my grandkids. But now I live here over here at Trayson, a beautiful community and wonderful place to live. Work with Jeff on some things around the homeowners association, chatting with the neighbors, old people like me that moved in. They said, geez, isn't this Highlands Ranch great? This place is fantastic. And I have to straighten them out sometimes. Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know those Shea people. They are looking out for your interests. They built this community to be the best place to live in Colorado, if not the United States. I'm happy to be a little part of that. And I just really get choked up thinking about what you just did for me and how that's going to add to my really great memories of Highlands Ranch and working with Gary, Jeff, Steve, Tim, John, etc. Jim, even Jim. On the board. So it's just, my time must be out. Oh yeah, ring the bell. But I just want to say I'm so grateful to the folks at Mission Shea, Metro folks. Terry and I got along real well, and we always work together. This building is phenomenal. Because do you know many businesses that have human resources, they got community service, they got finance, they got water resource, they got John Clausen on water conservation, they got payroll, customers pay your bill over here, go to the front desk. You ever talk to Sue on the front desk? She's so sweet and amazing for customers. It's just, it's just some accomplishment that this group, not me, but Jay and our staff and everybody has got done here on Highlands Ranch. I sometimes go, when I was walking around, you look at the development plan for Highlands Ranch. You look at that thing, and then you look at what we have now, and you say, oh my God, they did it. They did it. They built this community like they visioned. And these people from Shea, Mission Viejo, had that vision, put it on paper, convinced the Douglas County commissioners, not in my backyard. Hey, we're going to Californicate Colorado? Well, we did it. They got over all those hurdles, built the community, got the districts up and running. I tell you, Mission funded a ton of the wells, a ton of the water rights before the district even got on its feet enough to have the good staff and the resources to do it themselves. Eventually came over and they're doing a great job. But I have so much thankfulness for what Mission did and followed up by Shea for Highlands Ranch. It's unbelievable. I wanted to share a lot of that with you. I know you wanted me to just say thanks for the plaque. It's great, but I do appreciate you standing by and hearing my words because I'm so proud of this community and this district that this building is a real monument to that success that all of you that work for Shea in the district put together to get here in the fashion it's in. So, thank you. They didn't tell you there's a $5 entrance fee right here. Whenever you're ready, come on in.
We'd love to invite you back into the boardroom for refreshments. So.
You can go this way.